Dude, it kind of smells like poppin' bees.
Huh? What's poppin'?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to BeerSos. Can we just start the episode with talking about this? And we need to establish, like, right away. We need to
right
establish
now.
this.
Like
Right now.
the longer you wait, what happens?
The longer the wait, the longer I wait, the more internal suffering I'll have.
Oh, like some things you just
Yeah.
have to say.
So, guys, is this weird? So, as a lot of beer saucers know, every year for my birthday, me and DZ get our assholes waxed.
Why you're asking? Because there's a Chinese saying,
Yeah. What is it?
never enter a year with fucking dirty butt.
The Lunar New Year's coming up, you know, and I wanted a fresh asshole for the Lunar New Year.
Yeah, well,
you know,
is it coming up? Am I just
I
fake?
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just
But
said that.
I
just said
believed it
that.
for a bit because I'm like, I'm fake, low key.
You're a fake
Yeah.
Chinese.
So obviously, when it's your birthday,
Yeah.
one thing that you want is clean butt,
Yeah.
clean asshole.
As many. Yeah.
And if you have a lot of hair,
You want to get rid of it.
well, I mean, it's gonna the poop. Like when you, there's gotta be one guy out there,
Yeah.
that has so much asshole hair that when he poops, it gets strained, like
the
a
poo doesn't
strainer.
even come- Like there's literally like, you know, when you eat food and then there's extra food on your beard.
It's like a Brita filter.
Oh my god!
So it actually,
bro.
he has a water dispenser.
That is
all of
nasty.
the water from the.
He has a fresh
gets
water
filtered out.
dispenser. Oh my god!
But that's why we get rid of it.
And the thing is, okay, look at my arms. I don't have a lot of hair on my arms. Audio listeners, do I have? I mean, DZ, tell the audio listeners, do I have a lot of hair
bro,
on my arms
did
right
we
now?
even out?
What do you mean?
Did we? No. I still have less than you.
Yeah, you still have less hair than me.
Like
But-
when I first started getting tattoos, I didn't get shaved on my arms. It just started happening.
No, but I just don't have
Yeah.
a lot of hair at all, right? Like you can't really
yeah,
see
and
it.
you don't like get rid of it or anything.
Yeah,
and if
I
you
don't
did,
get
it'd
rid
be
of-
fine.
Yeah.
Well,
leg hair.
leg hair, you have leg hair.
I have proper leg hair.
You have more than me.
Yeah.
But also, do you grow leg hair here, or am I just?
I grow leg hair in the crevice of my calf. Is that weird,
Oh.
chat? Let me know if that's weird.
Do I have any?
Not really.
But
also,
I don't think it's weird because
But you
I'm not a good comparison.
DZ shaves his
Say.
legs, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So cook me then.
No.
This is why you laughing? Laugh at me then.
I don't need to cook you. I could just say it, and that's enough. That's enough. Like that's already too far.
Okay, so let's go team.
No. Okay. Let's do
Listen
this.
up.
Are we doing this right now?
Let's
Are we
go
doing this today?
team. Well,
Let's do this
you know
today.
whose team? Their
Yeah.
team. Let's go.
Are you guys Team DZ
Dude.
with this? Yeah.
First of all, how do you know when you need to be most aerodynamic? You don't. You're not prepared for things in life like me. Okay? Like you're not as prepared as me.
I'm not.
I'm more aerodynamic than you.
Okay,
So
sure, bro.
Get fucked first.
Okay, no,
first
sure.
point.
No.
But
More
also
aerodynamic,
second,
sure.
my leg hair grows unevenly genetically. Look. If you
Yeah.
just looked at this, like just here, you would think I'm fuck. My leg is bald.
To audio listeners, I'm gonna describe
Like
this.
the top of my calf.
On one point of his calf, there's just no hair, and literally a centimeter down, maybe an inch down, you've walked into a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks weird. I have like alopecia on some parts of my leg.
Yeah.
Or something. Like
Dude, that's Legopecia.
yeah, I have legopecia.
Yeah.
Like alopecia's for like
That's I don't know. That's
other
geeky
places.
shit. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. But look, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing here. And I'm sure, like, I'm probably missing. Like here. There's like 3 leg hairs in this circle, like this tennis ball sized circle.
Yeah.
So if you just looked at that, what would you think? Like, oh, this motherfucker has alopecia. What a pussy, right?
Well, no,
Yeah,
first off,
I
you
know,
didn't
yeah,
ask to have
I know.
alopecia, you know. But also, second off, I mean, I
Well,
guess
I don't have
genetically-
alopecia, first of all.
Well, you got Legopecia.
I have
You know, you
yeah.
don't got alopecia. You got Legopecia.
Don't
mix
it's
them up.
serious, dude. It's fucking. It's not a joke, bro.
And it's looking like so. Yeah, the thing is yeah, you shave your legs, you know.
Boy, I didn't even tell you why, because I even it out.
Yeah.
Obviously, clearly, I haven't done it in a while.
But also,
But when the summer starts,
Yeah.
which I didn't know the summer was starting today.
yeah,
That's not my fault.
yeah.
Did you know summer
today-
was starting today?
30 degrees
Dude.
Celsius outside.
4 days ago, 15.
It was raining outside.
It was like 14
That's
degrees.
crazy. No
I
one
didn't know
told
summer
us.
started.
No one told us.
And that's why my legs are fucked up right now.
Yeah.
So like in like a couple days, maybe even tonight, I'm gonna get the guard on my Phillips.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be the GOAT
No,
sponsor.
but here's the thing, bro. Is actually imagine this whole thing was for us to segue into a sponsor.
Like, wouldn't that be amazing?
That would actually been like talented
Phillips.
as fuck.
I'm setting this in as a
like
fucking
this whole thing, as like a whole bit. But the thing is like you use an actual like a what do you call it, an electric
razor. Because if I just use a razor, I'm gonna be bald. I don't want to be skin, like just skin.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I need some hair.
Okay.
Like I don't want to just be pure bald.
Uh-huh.
Because then everyone's gonna think I have alopecia like fully.
Yeah. But now you only on like half alopecia.
So if I just get the guard, it's the guard makes so it doesn't go super short, and I even it out, so the bald spots don't look as like obvious.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
And I want to say something.
So
Like,
hate on a man for that.
No. And the thing is obviously, it's all fun and games here, and I was hating on you, but like the thing is, I understand your perspective, I understand your struggle, and if I was in your position, I would do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
So yeah.
So you get it.
I totally get it.
Well, but let's talk about them fucking.
What?
Them fucking foresty ass. Oh my god,
Hey, bro, check that shit out, gang.
Like
check that shit out.
If I got my phone, or like if I got like the color correction thing on like fucking DaVinci and I clicked randomly, it could tell me that the color is black. It's like half of your leg, bro.
Yo,
half of your leg is black.
Okay. But as I was saying, something we need to clarify right off the start of the episode. My birthday, we went to get our assholes waxed.
Yeah.
DG also went with us. He's gone with us the past 2 times we've gone now, right?
It's nice.
It's a
you know
good
what's
time.
really nice?
Yeah?
When like your butt's itchy and then they wax it.
Oh yeah, no, because you can feel it building up in there. And the past, how many times have we gone now? 4 or 5? 4. Yeah, 4 times. And the first 3 times, it is the same as usual. They have you lie on your side.
Maybe for you.
Because sometimes they do make you get naked and then wax your eyebrows first, like what
Bro,
I did for my boy.
Stuff always happens.
Yeah,
So
stuff be happening.
maybe the first 3 times for you was easy breezy.
Let me reiterate. The first 3 times for me was the same. I would lay on my side in like a fetal position.
Yeah.
And the person waxing my ass would get me to spread my ass cheeks manually while I'm in fetal position, and then they would rub hot wax on it and wax it.
That's routine.
Routine. That's what I was expecting this time.
Yeah.
But what the woman did to me, and we need to establish, is this weird or not?
No, we need to establish.
Yeah.
What does the woman look like? Describe the woman first.
Middle-aged. You can tell she works hard.
Okay.
Stern face. Stern.
Ooh.
But I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm saying she has a stern look to her.
What?
Focused.
What
She
would
was
her?
focused.
What would her favorite show be?
Her favorite show would
Could be Grey's Anatomy.
She would like fall asleep on the couch watching like reruns of Cheers.
What's that?
And where everybody knows your name.
So she like peaked in high school.
She didn't peak in high school.
Like
She's been at a constant flat rate of coolness. Her
nice
whole life.
woman.
Nice woman, I guess. Yeah.
Unnice, not unnice.
Not unnice, but what she did to me was not nice.
Would you get a drink with her?
No.
With disregarding what she did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so
Maybe.
interesting.
Well,
woman.
I would get a drink with most people, bro. That's the thing.
That's
the thing.
Bad standard.
I want to learn about it. I want to learn about anyone's life.
That's true. That's a bad standard.
But I was expecting the exact same routine as usual. Lying fetal position. They do it right.
Yeah.
But what she has me do.
First of all, this doesn't happen to me.
This has never happened to.
I get put on my stomach. I've done that twice. Yeah. I've also done the fetal position, like you said.
Yeah.
The last 2 times I've been on my stomach and I just spread my cheeks. You can imagine it. And then I grab both my cheeks with my hands and I spread them.
Yeah.
And then they'll make me reposition it sometimes. So they'll be like, "Oh, actually put your hand here," and she'll touch my cheek. But that's like it's a service. Like, it's not weird.
It's like you're paying. And also, like, I feel bad for them. They have to wax a dude's asshole. They don't want to be doing that shit. I respect them. That's why you tip them well. But what she had me do was lay in. What do you call this, bro? What do you
fucking missionary?
I was the one taking the dick.
Yeah, that's just you get missionaries for guys too, bro.
I was missionary taking.
Well,
yeah. Actually,
man missionary. So you were in man missionary.
I was in missionary. My legs up, laying on my back. And the thing is, bro.
Well, wait, but you're not on a couch. Which means
I'm on
it's a flat surface.
I'm on a flat surface, and at these places they give you a towel to like put over your dick, right?
Which insinuates that they do respect your private parts. Like they don't.
Yeah. But what happens?
They give you a towel so they don't have to see your dick.
Is I go in that position, and my dick just flops out,
And your fucking gooch is.
and my balls. And the key thing is I didn't have to come at all, so my balls were really loose.
Oh,
That's
wait.
we're not
Loose
having
ball-
this conversation again. We're not having this conversation again.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that scientifically you're correct here.
Yeah. So
Wait.
that was a crazy throwback. But so my question is, I get out of the room, and the whole time I'm like, something was weird, and you can hear her talking to me.
The thing is,
Yeah.
this is one of those. I don't know if you guys have ever been to like a massage place, even.
Yeah.
But some like weird massage place, Big Feet, for example. The roof or the ceiling and the walls aren't attached, so there's like a fucking 8-inch gap.
Yeah.
Where the ceiling and the wall doesn't attach. So you can hear everything that everyone's saying, except my person's not making small talk with me.
Yeah.
It's pure business.
Yeah.
I don't hear DG at all.
DG's shut in the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hear all about your life and hear about her life.
No,
she's
but-
asking you hella questions, bro.
So my thing is did I get violated or is that normal? Because
Audience.
DG thinks I got violated.
Oh, well, audience.
Yeah, let us
Make
know.
your opinion first.
Okay, I'm not going to sway you guys' opinion.
Yeah.
Make your opinion. But did I get violated? That's never happened to me before. That's never happened to DZ, and that's never happened to DG.
I'm going to give you my verdict now.
Yeah.
I think you were violated, bro. And here's why. Here's why. First of all,
bro. Yes, bro.
I don't think you need to be in that position. Like, if you think about it, there's no way that is the optimal position to spreading your asshole anyway. Well,
It might be.
it might be.
Oh, also, I forgot to add this. She started individually plucking asshole hairs. No one
Individually
has
pluck.
no one has ever done
Nobody's
that to me.
ever done that to me.
She wasn't sitting there for like, I don't want to paint a picture like she was sitting there for 10 minutes individually plucking
And
hairs.
like you
She
heard,
probably-
like you heard.
Yeah, she sticks her tongue in my ass. It was probably a total of like
How
a
long?
minute.
Of
that she was
individual?
doing- maybe like 45
Dude,
seconds to a minute.
Individual plucking asshole hair probably has to be like
No, it hurt.
so.
It was
hurt.
the
Like,
worst asshole experience I've ever had in my
So-
life.
I'm gonna go for an underrated way to convince
Yeah.
you guys that this was
Thank you.
inconsensual
Thank
or
you.
unconsensual.
Inconsensual, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bring the towel into this. I'll bring it after.
Okay, yeah.
But think about it like this: if you're a asshole waxer,
Mm-hmm.
you know the concept that it hurts, and you know the concept that individually plucking the hair hurts more than waxing it.
Yeah.
This is just common sense. If you live life, you know that
probably
individually.
She probably plucked no more than 10 hairs. But the 10 hurt.
No,
bro.
but wouldn't you
Yeah.
ask permission first?
To pluck the hairs.
Maybe
Yeah.
you
No,
would.
it's like when a tattoo artist puts white ink in your tattoo without letting you know first.
It's fucked
It's
up.
like, no, but the thing is if you ask me, I'm so much more willing to be chill about you putting white ink in me.
Has that happened to you,
Yeah.
dude?
I have 2 tattoos on me with white ink.
And they didn't ask you?
No, they both asked me. They
Oh.
both asked me. Yeah.
Like the thing is, in my head, if you're going to pluck my individual asshole hairs, even though I signed up for this, right? Like, you need to ask me.
yeah.
Because even though I signed up to get a haircut, you can't just start fucking making me like I'm asking for a thing at the haircut, and that's like a certain length off.
Yeah.
But when he brings out the thinning shears, sometimes I have areas I don't want to thin, so you should ask me. You know,
It's
that's
like,
just
is it
courtesy.
cool? It's like or just say, hey, by the way, I'm gonna pluck your asshole hairs.
So that's why I think it was a violation. Because I think above average people would ask. So
Yeah.
But she wanted to get into that. Also, she was hella fucking interested about how your day was gonna go.
okay, but
I'm reaching.
yeah,
Okay, my arguments seem weak because I'm doing the interesting ones. You know, my fucking strong argument, they give you a towel and they're saying cover your penis at all times.
Yeah,
But
she
But
put
what?
me into
But what?
position where my
But what?
dick flops out, and my dick is just, dude, like
it's just sitting there,
and
bro.
also-
Wait,
also-
did it lie on your stomach or lay
no, it
down?
flopped forward. It didn't lie much. It literally flopped forward, bro.
Sad.
bro, I didn't know what to do. It just came out.
Wait, okay,
And
so
she- yeah.
how did you even get into that position?
She asked me, and then
So what did she say? How do you like? You
Oh,
didn't even question it?
She said, "Think happy baby, like yoga. Get in the happy baby position." And did you keep?
No, she said, "Be
Yeah.
happy, baby." She was talking. She was calling you baby, bro.
She said, "Be happy. Who's my baby boy?"
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
That's what she said. And the thing is I don't know if you heard her say this, but she kept saying to me, she probably said it to me at least 4 times. She was like, "Can you keep spreading your legs wider?" So my legs are spreading wider and wider and wider and wider. And at one point, bro, my legs are on her shoulders. And she
Okay,
put
no.
a strap
No,
on
no,
and started fucking me.
yeah. Wait, that's what the ruckus was.
Bro, you said ruckus?
Ruckus?
The fuck is dude? When
Yeah, you're making a ruckus, bro.
what? Dude, your new word thing is
Because
crazy.
you ever
bro.
like be at a white person's house?
You think these people ever be at white people's houses?
I think the girl on the left.
You think the girl on the left is white? You think our patrons on the wall today? What house?
Look at that gang sign.
What, this?
Yeah.
What is
Throw
that?
it, don't throw it up, dude.
Whoa! My bad.
Dude.
my bad. I'm gonna blur it out.
I don't associate with
gonna
Actually, I
blur it out.
associate with that. Go Bulls or whatever, bro.
I don't know what this is.
Go
I don't-
Longhorns.
I have no idea what this is. Check out our patrons on the wall
we got
today.
3 of them.
It's DZ.
Well, the
printed out 3
format
copies.
of the picture that they sent was like I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I always have printer problems, so maybe it's a me problem. But it
Mm.
seems like the format you sent was actually just it didn't fill up the whole page no matter how much I tried.
Because this is what print is
like
this?
16 by fucking 11 or something.
Because I think they sent it in the Pop and Bees format.
What's Papa Bees?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to Beer Sauce. My name is Nicholas
My
Spotsfot.
name is DRIKZHU, Derek Zoo.
What do you think our patrons are doing right now? What are they fucking
okay.
doing, bro?
It looks like right. Oh, you're talking about right now or in the picture? I don't know. Are you asking me to guess what are they doing in this picture? Or are you asking me to guess if you had to generalize them right now?
You don't know.
what are they doing on a Monday night?
generalize them right now.
Okay.
What are they doing right now? At what time is it?
Fucking 8.
8:40 p.m.
Uh-huh.
on Monday.
She
What are they doing?
probably just got home from work.
Which one?
Fucking okay. A girl on the right works at Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
and she goes to U of Texas State or the one that has the this is like Texas Longhorns. Or maybe
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Okay.
That seemed.
And you know what?
accurate.
Actually, no. What restaurants do they have in Texas? Fucking. I used to have a fat friend on Roblox that used to love Fat Burger, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fat Burger is great, by the
They
way.
got them in I used to have a fat friend on Roblox that always went to Fat Burger, bro.
Jesus, man.
No, that was just, like,
episode
whole
of
thing.
Fat was great.
Yeah. So and I know they have him in Texas because he lived in like somewhere in Texas. So you got off work from Fat Burger, and then the girl on the left
Yeah.
is a nepo baby at like a record label. But she didn't work today. She actually just she rearranged her calendar for 7 hours today. I don't
Okay.
know.
That one was a little bit disrespectful.
No, I don't know you at all. I just thought of
I respect the generalization
because
I respect
they're
that.
college students, bro.
Are we sure? I mean, you know what? Sure, they're college students.
Why would
Yeah.
you rep this? Okay, why would you rep your college if you're not in college anymore? Do people do that? That's
Yeah,
like,
dude, motherfuckers that peaked in college. But I'm not saying she peaked in college, and I'm not saying she looks older than she would. Ah, fuck, I fucked myself here.
see, you no,
I
you
fucked
fucked
myself.
yourself as
I-
soon as you said, "What do you think they're doing tonight?"
No, I said
now
what
we're
do you
just
think they're
generalizing
doing
them.
in the photo, bro.
I didn't grasp that. Okay, what they do in the photo?
No, it's fine.
They
bro.
just went to Chick-fil-A because there's a Chick-fil-A bag on the right.
I didn't even see that. Wow,
Yeah.
you're actually really
And
really on point.
and then they they're roommates probably. Bro.
Okay, well, besides that, how are you doing? How's your back, by the way, bro?
Feeling clean down there,
Yeah.
feeling hurt up here. I want a
Yeah.
Corona, I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's open a Corona.
Okay, so this is going to be.
Can you explain why we're drinking Coronas today?
We're drinking Coronas because we went to film the best video ever on the second channel about, I want to say, a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's up. If it's not up, it'll be up in 2 days.
Yeah.
Which means
Excuse you, young man.
you,
Making a ruckus.
you little fuckers need to
Whoa.
practice delayed gratification.
Okay.
you little
No,
fuckers.
you little fuckers need to
That felt
practice.
good. That felt good. I highly, I'm not even trying to pull you. Like I swear to God, this is unbiased.
Yeah. While you say that, I'm gonna open your Corona for you.
I do really think, and I know I said this last episode, but if you're not watching the fucking farm video, you are missing out on being able to say that you were there.
So explain why we're drinking Coronas today. Like,
Because
it's a very specific reason.
We went to a farm to film a video for the second channel, and before we went there, we went to the liquor store, and I was originally going to buy maybe 20 beers, but they had a deal that there was a 30 pack of Coronas. And it was on sale for like $5, right? But I'm a motherfucker that loves $5 off, you know? So we buy 30 Coronas.
Yeah.
And we ended up drinking them all.
And we ended up drinking all the Coronas.
And it was amazing. And it still is legendary.
It still is legendary. It was a legendary night. The whole premise of the video was basically for us to just go to this farm, interact with the animals.
Yeah, interact with the animals, feed the animals. You were allowed to feed the animals. Like, it was all fucking
You want
amazing.
a lime in yours? I'm not going to do, like,
please.
the lime tilting thing.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
And there was wild dogs. I loved the wild dog.
There were wild dogs there. It was great. And
they had a hot tub.
They
If
did
the
have a hot tub.
Airbnb has a hot tub,
Oh,
it's fucking
I'm
amazing.
I'm
And
hooked.
it wasn't like super expensive for an Airbnb. It was just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And so cheers, brother.
Cheers,
brother. To your lower vertebrae.
Oh wow, these are really good.
These are quite good. So that was pretty much the whole premise of the video, right?
Yeah.
And
we filmed all the animal segments.
We
Great.
filmed all the animal segments.
Loved the animals.
But let's just give some build up for the story,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Let's just delayed gratification for the
Fuckers.
motherfuckers. Yeah, for you motherfuckers.
yeah, you guys, you fuckers are always
You motherfucking fuckers, bro.
fucking.
Fuck are we doing?
So let's build this up.
Yeah, let's build this up.
So we start drinking at like
Well-
5:30.
Well, let's talk about how we get there. First off, this place, a lot of people aren't going to be familiar with this as a primary, large amount of our
I'm
audience
good at
is
American
America.
geography enough to be able to give equivalents to every major city.
So tell them what Squamish would be like. What is Squamish to them?
to what city?
Oh, what's like a big populated city?
New York.
Okay, New York. What is the Squamish of New York?
Fucking like Staten Island, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What about? Okay, I'm gonna give you another one. Chicago.
Like Springfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like we're looking at outside of a major city in your country,
Mm-hmm.
an hour and a half away.
Quahog.
Yeah.
Who wants to go to Quahog?
Like
You know?
go to Boston.
Like yeah.
It's like Quahog to Boston.
Yeah. Exactly. So on the way to get to Squamish, you have to go on this thing called the Sea to Sky Highway, and its whole premise is it's like a beautiful route. It's scenic.
Yeah,
But-
if you're a fucking tourist, I'm a
Exactly.
native, dude.
But I'll say that
I'm a local.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Hey,
There we go.
caught myself.
There we go.
I'm not. You never. Hey, you don't know. You
Hey,
never know.
1/16 Cherokee.
Hey, how do we know I'm not?
We hasn't taken a DNA test. And then the Sea to Sky. I don't like the Sea to Sky Highway because of one reason only. There are too many turns.
Yep.
Straight line, I'm fine, but you are going zigging, zagging across.
Americans
all
don't
these
get
mountains.
that.
No, they don't get it. I don't like. Can you actually? Because I don't go to America. Like, I don't really know what's
Americans.
up. Can you explain
highways
what this
are
would
just
be like?
straight, dude.
Yeah, it's not straight. It's curvy as fuck.
It's just curvy as fuck along the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
It's along the side of a mountain, and when you're driving this, you gotta actually like play. Like you gotta actually drive.
Yeah,
Like,
you
when
have to
you're
lock in the
driving,
entire time.
So a lot of places you're like,
You can just kind of do whatever.
brain dead. Oh fuck, it's been an hour. I don't even know what happened.
Mm.
The one time I actually drove home from Whistler with my ex, and we weren't even dating, right? And the thing I didn't tell her, and I still never told her, was that I fell asleep. But I was lucky.
Fuck, wait, what? I didn't even know this.
But if you fall asleep on like, a regular American highway,
Wait, DZ.
you're good. You'll just go straight forever.
DZ.
Okay?
You fell asleep while driving?
Yeah, for like 4 seconds. But bro. On the sea to sky, right? And if you
Bro,
and
that's
anybody that
gotta
says
be the craziest shit I've ever heard.
and anybody that doesn't acknowledge their privilege, reroute them back to me.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm alive is because my mom leased a car for me that was a 2022, and it had the notification on when it sensed that you were driving like shit.
Yeah.
It was
Take
like
a break.
Take a break. Wake
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
It woke me up.
That's crazy.
It has like a loud noise and it wakes you up. It woke me up. If I was in a fucking 2001 Corolla,
It's
dude,
GG's.
you guys would be watching like Slushy right now.
You guys would not be here right now.
I literally fell asleep, bro. Like I'm talking about, it's a hazard. Because
Yeah.
the reason you're laughing is because it's the sea to sky. If it was like any other highway, you might be like, whatever.
But no, this guy, you're like
I would die, bro.
4 seconds taking your eye off the road on this guy is like bad.
Like,
you would have to always be locked in.
You
when
would
you're
be
driving.
going off the mountain.
But we have to drive along this highway for probably an hour
Yeah,
to get to this farm, and it was a good, hung out with Celeste. It was a good time. Our cameraman shout
we
out.
went to
He's literally
save
the
on
goat.
first.
Went to save on foods, pick up some food, and pick up some stuff for the animals as well. And then we had to go into like this off trail
Yeah.
to get to the farm. I thought we would be on this off trail for like 5 minutes.
Dude, the off trail was like 30 minutes.
We were literally 30 minutes in the daylight. Keep in mind, driving 50 kilometers an hour?
I was going like 70.
Yeah, 70.
But you know
and
what
it's
was
30 minutes.
You know what was really interesting about it?
Yeah.
We didn't see a car for like 30 minutes, but the roads were like decent, dude.
They were okay. Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, they were
no
good.
complaints, but it's like
yeah.
what the fuck? Nobody
it was
uses this.
Weird vibes. It's
Yeah.
like, why does the
it
road
was
need to be so
giving
nice?
if you guys have watched Get Out,
There we go. Yeah.
same type of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You're driving along middle of nowhere, you might see a house.
You might see a dead deer as well.
You might not.
Yeah.
You might have a deer right out in front of you.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a lot of signs that are like deer oh no.
It's happening.
Deer caution, right? Middle of nowhere. But it's the daylight.
Not that big of a deal.
And we're listening to like party music,
We're having a great time. We're having a great
Exactly.
time, right? And then we get to the farm, and this is like an actual classic
Yeah.
farm, like Stardew Valley. If you were to think of a stereotypical farm, this is what it would
It's
fucking
even
be.
red.
The farm was
It was
red,
literally red.
bro. And it had the white barn,
Yeah.
like the white doors.
Like
on the
those
barn.
aren't even real. Those are just from movies.
Like they could have
You
shot
know?
a movie. It was
it's
beautiful,
the
by the
equivalent
way.
of like when people get shoved in lockers. Like we all know that doesn't happen.
Apparently, it fucking happens according to the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. There's peacocks there. We get to
There's-
see animals.
There's peacocks. There's goats.
Yeah.
There's 2 like Labradors. There's an old white guy on a tractor.
Yeah, there was
in
an old white guy on a
overalls.
tractor. It was classic
Yeah.
farm vibe.
There's a barbecue.
And to add to this, the only person up there other than us was the old white man on the tractor.
This is still unconfirmed.
Yeah,
But apparently, there was somebody below us.
I didn't see the lights.
I didn't see the lights at all.
There was nobody.
But we peeked in and there was shoes. And I messaged the host and they were like, "Yeah, somebody's staying there tonight." Here's
I don't
the
think they
fucking
pulled
thing.
up.
But why would you rent an Airbnb in the middle of fucking nowhere to leave the middle of nowhere? Like if you rent an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, the whole concept is like, haha, it's funny. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Why would you go back to civilization? You're spending like $400.
no idea. I don't even think they came. That's my thing.
I honestly think they were there the whole time.
You think so?
That's
You think
my
so?
theory. And it just maybe they were like old.
But also, I want to add this. When we get there, my mom's like, "Yo, text me when you get there." I try to text her. I can't
Oh yeah.
because there was no cell reception.
Nope.
Like there was none. I couldn't even. I had to connect to the Wi-Fi at the barn.
Yeah.
And then text my mom.
This is where horror movies are made.
This is where bad
Mm-hmm.
shit happens, and bad shit ended up happening later on in the story, guys. But we settle in there.
Yeah.
We unpack everything. We
Make some
start
bacon.
filming. Make some bacon. Feed it to the pigs. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
we feed it to ourselves.
we flexed it in front of the
We
the
flexed it
pig.
to the pig.
We
We
were
flexed
like,
it to
"Hey,
the pig.
fuck you, pig."
Yeah, this is your
Meaning
wife.
your dad.
And the video turns out really great.
Uh-huh.
We hung out with the animals, and we think that's the end of it.
Yeah,
That's the end of the night.
Like it was worth it. Like I think you guys will enjoy the video so far.
Yeah. And while we were filming this segment of the video, keep in mind it's daytime, it's during the day. We were staying on the second floor of the barn, so it's 2 stories high, right?
Yeah.
And there's a balcony or a deck. What do you call it? A
I'll
balcony
call
or
it a deck.
It was
It's
a
a
deck.
big deck. I would say the size of I don't know your average room.
Yeah, it's a. I mean, there was a
but it's a
table, there was a
deck. Yeah,
barbecue.
there's a
It was a pretty
barbecue.
big fucking deck.
Uh-huh.
And while filming this video, at this point it's like 5 p.m. Sun is still up. It's summer. DZ's like, dude, I could totally jump off this balcony.
No,
I'll be
when we
fine."
were making hot dogs,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, I want to jump off this balcony." Because when I was a kid, I used to jump off a bunch of shit. Like, if you went to elementary school with me, there's no way you're here. But
If you are,
I
shout out.
used to jump off like the top of like like swings. I used to jump like I would get myself really high off a swing. I would jump off of it. I would jump off the top of like the slides. One time I jumped off the top of a slide with an umbrella and like ate shit. I used to be like a stunts man.
No,
Like,
but-
I used to be the guy. That was me.
Here's the thing: is I want to add to this.
You believe me though.
I 100% believe
Thank
you.
you.
I was a jumper, but not to that extent.
Yeah.
I jumped around as a kid, and but the thing is, the difference between me and you is I got injured whenever I tried to do one of these things.
Well, you're not jumping. What are you jumping on? What do you jump?
I'm just jumping.
Cement?
No. I'm just jumping around. You know, I'm just jumping from here to over there.
Because you were weak, bro.
I wasn't.
I was
wasn't
a pure-born stunts man.
You know, I did go to Origins Parkour for like a month though. Not even kidding.
Oh, really?
I went to
But
Origins
parkour,
Parkour in Vancouver.
Did you learn to roll?
Yeah. I learned how to roll. I learned how to do a front flip. I learned how to do a backflip. I can't do a backflip anymore, but I could do a backflip on a trampoline back in the day.
But see, I was a trashy stunts man because I didn't learn any of that shit. I would just jump off everything, and I never got injured once.
But so what was the urge to jump off all of these things? Your dad?
It was fun.
Oh,
You don't think
shit.
it's fun, dude? I honestly think one of the reasons why I lost so much confidence now is because I used to be so daring. I'm like a pussy now.
You sure?
Well, I guess I still am.
Yeah. That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, my bad.
And-
That was random flame towards myself.
That was unnecessary random flame. Let's be be nice to my friend DZ.
All right.
DZ, come
So-
on, brother.
I'm standing there.
Yeah.
Grass.
Oh yeah, let's build the scene real quick. The deck. There is a railing. It's just a wood railing.
But the thing is, the problem with the railing
Yeah.
is
not
that like
stable.
it's probably you can't jump it,
Yeah.
but you also can't get over it and stand on the side of the railing.
We're like midway through filming the video. I was like, you know what? I'm down for some spice.
Yeah.
But I knew that if he jumped, he would probably get injured.
But I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I don't think to this day, I don't think that was necessary. I don't think in more than 50 of the simulations,
Yeah.
if you ran that through, I would get injured.
So we convinced DZ after probably a 5-minute bit to actually step
It
off
was
the
like 10
railing.
minutes.
Yeah, you were. That was like when Marshall wanted to jump from
Yeah,
the apartment
yeah.
to the apartment, right? Like,
And he's like standing there for so long. It took him like 5 years.
like the thing is I was like, yeah, you're gonna get hurt if you jump off the
I remember
railing.
you saying, you're like, okay, just give me your keys then. Tell me where your keys are. I'm going to have to drive you to the hospital.
DZ hops off the railing. We watch the NBA game. We eat our hot dogs.
Hops off. Like I don't
Oh
jump.
no! Oh yeah. Well, that was very crucial. He hopped back
I hop back.
into the balcony.
Back to society.
Yeah, back to me and Salesh. At this point now, the video's starting to wind down. We're
And
starting
we're
to
like,
finish.
I want to say
wrapping
after
up.
we eat dinner, we're like 5 beers in though.
Yeah, we're all
Each.
5 beers in each. Yeah, because we started as soon as we got there when we started filming. And
Yeah.
then,
I think when I really start getting drunk, I would say is like when we get in the hot tub.
Yeah.
We set the hot tub up,
Yeah.
bring the beers in. We're playing like honestly, we were in the hot tub for like 2 hours. I perceived it as like 50 minutes. That's how you know I started getting drunk.
That's how
you
you
can
know
only
it was
drink a
good.
certain amount of beers until you start getting drunk.
Yeah.
I was drunk in the hot tub.
I got mad bug bites on my back after that shit. By the way,
How many did you get? I bet they like you more. I bet they like me more than you.
probably like 10.
My like entire like party joke was that mosquitoes loved me for like a year. Like I used to get bit by mosquitoes more than everyone. And I thought it was like the funniest thing, and I thought it would make me quirky. Like
Well, so then how much did you get this time?
like 4. 10 was an exaggeration.
No, I will show you my back right now.
What the dude? I used to want to be quirky so bad, so I would like be
Yeah.
like, oh, like mosquitoes just love me.
And now we've been like done filming. We've been like filming little bits and segments of us hanging out, but we've been done like the main video for probably
Yeah.
4 hours. It's like 11,
The rest
12 o'clock.
Yeah, the
at
rest of
this
the video
point.
is supposed to be like us fucking around, making a pizza.
Yeah.
Fucking around in the house because
Yeah.
the house was big.
Yeah.
And I don't remember being this drunk. I don't. But there was a clip of me like with my shirt like around my face like this, leaning against the couch. And then you got Celeste to push me over.
I don't even remember that happening.
You don't remember that? Because that's when it leads to me being like, yo, I'm not even that drunk.
Yeah. And then
Or something like along those
like
lines.
so now it's like 11:30 p.m., 12 a.m.
11:30.
Yeah, we're
No,
we're
it's
done
11.
with the it's 11.
Yeah.
We're done with the hot
15
tub
maybe.
now. We're done with the hot tub. We're back inside. We're making a nice pizza. We're eating chips. We're just kind of hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah.
Just boys will be boys. We need to talk about how you got back to that balcony.
Well, I just remember. Well, I don't remember, but I remember from watching the video back.
Yeah.
Because we were still like recording the whole time. I was bent over. You were like / push him over, and I was like,
Not over the balcony, by the way.
no,
We were in the couch,
off the
in
couch,
the living room. Yeah.
And then I said something to provoke you.
What
did I? Was I say I'm not even that drunk or something?
How about for the point of the story, you say I'm not even that drunk?
I think that's what I said.
But it was something and then you said something along those lines, and then what did I say?
You were like,
did I say
okay, then jump off the balcony?
Yeah.
Then that's
And keep in
literally
mind-
what you said, bro.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, jump off the balcony. Then, pussy.
Yeah. You didn't even like think about it. You were like, okay, jump off the balcony. Prove it.
Like I
was like,
at
okay.
this point, I'm so many beers deep. I was drunk, bro.
Yeah, I was drunk,
I was
too.
drunk, bro. I was drunk. Like I was.
But if you were sober, you would still push. You would still try me to jump off the balcony.
I wouldn't. No, but I would be like, no, get the fuck back here.
You would be like, don't do it. Don't actually do it. But since you were drunk,
but
you were
secretly I wanted you
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Secretly,
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted you to do it. So then, as soon as I say that, DZ locks in, walks out of the kitchen, out of the living room, back onto the balcony.
If you guys haven't seen me drink before, you don't understand like when you talk about like I lock in. It's like when I'm drunk, I'm so competitive, dude.
You're just
so
competitive in general.
Yeah, but when I'm drunk, it's like times 3.
It's worse.
So
yeah.
when he's like, prove it, like jump off the balcony, I perceive it as like, you call me a bitch. You just call me a fucking bitch.
I literally just called him like a slur. That's like how we.
That's how I
perceived
perceive
right?
it. So I'm like, oh, I gotta prove him wrong. Gotta prove him wrong.
So then he goes back over to the balcony, and at this point, I whip out the camera, bro. My bad.
Well, I
bro.
mean,
yeah.
it's work.
Like if
The entire- it was a
I got
business trip.
stabbed and you didn't film it, I'd low-key be upset.
Yeah.
It's like film.
Well, I would be like, take my shirt off.
Yeah.
Come over here. Yo, Celeste, come over here. Put pressure on that.
Yeah.
Whip it out, then film. Because I understand. I've watched enough movies to know that you got to put pressure on it
Oh,
first.
dude, yeah, that's like the
guys.
thing. Also, I've watched enough new movies to know not to pull out the knife. You leave it in there.
Everyone pulls out the knife in the movie.
No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to leave the knife in
Well,
there.
in the movie, they always win. I mean, they always survive.
Which movie, bro?
Every movie, the guy pulls the knife out, I swear to God.
Okay, no,
Like the
because-
Punisher.
no, but
the
dude,
Punisher pulls the knife out.
Vin Diesel will get shot in the Fast and Furious, and he'll walk it off. He'll get shot, and he'll be like, just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If I
that's
get
real.
shot, I'm done for like 6 months, guys.
Yeah, but no, bro. You would literally be back
be dead.
within a week. No, you wouldn't.
If I got shot,
Dude, in movies, though,
yeah.
people get shot and live more often than people get shot and die. I
Bro,
swear to
people
God.
in movies, when they get shot, they
means it's
frame
real.
it as like a minor inconvenience for Vin
Well, it
Diesel.
depends.
when he got
Well, it
shot.
depends who. Like, if you shoot the Punisher, it's minor. But if you shoot like Huey, he's dead. you know?
Okay, yeah. If you shoot Huey's dead, but if you
Or some
shoot Billy
shit.
Butcher, he's fine.
Yeah, or
You know?
some shit like that.
So now he's back over. He's back locked in, like half off the balcony, half.
When
on
when
the
I say half
balcony
off the
edge.
balcony, I'm talking about there is no balcony edge.
Yeah.
Like my feet were like trying to like my feet were under the fence gap, and I was like holding on sideways.
Yeah.
Like this. Like when you're holding on like your mom as a baby, bro.
I don't remember our conversation, not because I was fucked up, just because it was like literally 2 weeks ago.
This is how it
I
fucking
forgot
goes.
what we were talking.
This
Yeah.
is how it goes. This is me. I'm gonna fucking do it. Oh my God, DC, DC. If I hold my hand, I'll do. If I'm yelling like that, because I wasn't yelling the whole time, I
Yeah.
was being nonchalant. So if I'm yelling, it's you.
Okay.
DC. Oh my God, he's gonna do it. Oh my God, yo, don't do it, bro. Actually, do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. That's what I was saying. Remember? Yeah. It's like I'm gonna fucking do it. And then before I jump, you're like, "Oh my God, DZ!" And then I remember deciding in my head, and keep in mind, the decision making isn't a sober mind.
No, keep in mind, like all my words are being unfiltered through like 9 beers, bro.
Yeah. And it's like when I say I made a decision. When I say I made a decision, I was just like, I'm gonna do it now because I'm drunk. I'm drunk. Like I'm fucking not gonna make the correct decision.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I need to build up the courage, right? Last time it took me 10 minutes. I want to say I was on the edge of that balcony for 7 seconds when I was just like, I'm going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I tried to find a place, right? And before I jump, I look at the camera. I see the flashes on. Okay, we're good to go. At the end of the day, it's all business. You know, it's a business jump. It's a business jump. Yeah, that was a business stunt. And I guess I was feeling like Batman at the time. So I say,
Well, you've been into comics recently.
God.
You've been on. I'm so upset. Like you know what's gonna happen, bro? I'm sorry to interrupt the momentum.
I'm
of
gonna
the
go to
story.
Comic-Con?
No, you're gonna get really into Star Wars, and it's gonna piss
No.
me off. And you'd be like, bro, did you know Kylo Ren's kyber crystal actually isn't fully bled? And that's why it's like that.
I actually watched the prequel, the sequel or prequel.
Did you watch the ones with Anakin Skywalker and
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
yeah,
Kenobi? That is the prequels.
I watched the 3 and I didn't really love them that much. So
No, they're kind of bad. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars film, but they're kind of bad. Sorry, bro.
yeah, that means I'm not gonna get super into it.
But no, the other ones are better. I promise, bro.
But they're old.
It's fine, bro.
I don't like old stuff like that.
What about Larry? Larry's old and he's cool. Yeah,
he's cool? You think he's cool?
I think he's
cool for old person.
cooler than I think he's cooler than most teenagers.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I think
teenagers are
I
fucking
think he's cooler than your average like Eco 2K fan.
Eco 2K fans, get this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Me too, but I don't.
I think he's cooler than your average like Drain.
Yeah, but
Gang.
you can't compare that to Star Wars.
Yes, bro. I just did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
no,
My bad.
I have one rule.
Yeah.
New is always better.
Isn't that Barney Stinson?
No, it's mine.
Okay, that's his.
New is literally always better.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So
sure.
if they made new Star Wars movies, well, they did and they were trash. All right, rule is
revoked.
Revoked. So realistically, if I didn't say I'm Batman, maybe I wouldn't have jumped, because like when I'm drunk, I really get into like my characters. I really get into my moods.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I really did feel like Batman, I want to say at the time. And so I do my Batman voice and I say, I'm Batman. But you got to remember, when I'm clinging to the side of the railing, I am not facing straight. My plan, which was no plan, but like I knew just subconsciously, because I like have like body, I just know how to use my body like naturally.
Yeah.
I knew I had to turn my body to face straight mid jump because I am clinging onto it and facing sideways.
And while this is all happening, Celeste is in the kitchen making pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we wanted pizza.
We wanted some pizza.
You know, and I don't know, maybe he didn't hear me say I was going to jump. I don't know if he didn't believe me, but he missed out on the time of his fucking life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do think I'm going to do it?
No.
You don't?
I don't
I'm off the balcony and I'm 10 drinks in.
Bro, I'm 10 drinks in too, motherfucker.
So you don't think I'm going to do it?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay. That makes sense.
To be fair.
That's a fair answer.
Like, you could have put me anywhere. I would have had a good time. Like, I'm not, like, plastered. Like, I can't walk or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, fucked up.
Realistically, if I was super fucked up, I wouldn't have jumped. I was drunk.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
most perfect way possible.
It was, like, honestly, low-key the best drunk ever.
If I was super fucked up, I would have never jumped. And if I was, like, tipsy, I would have never jumped. I was in the perfect mindset. And I jump.
Yeah.
And I expected less time between when I jump and when I hit the ground. I'll tell you that.
So now,
I'll tell you that, bro.
Deezy goes for the jump, and it's, like, low-key majestic.
Because, dude, I thought I would land quicker.
No,
for sure.
This guy was in the air for like 7 seconds. Actually, how long? Because I haven't watched the clip as many times as you.
Like, jump, hit. No. Jump, hit. But, like, 1.5 seconds is a long time for, like, a fucking...
To fall.
A body to fall, you know?
It's like roughly 2 seconds.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Of falling, right? And Deezy, what were you wearing, by the way?
I was in my...
Footwear.
I was barefoot, dude.
It's not the,
Okay, here's
on wet grass is not the
No,
play.
here were my options, though.
Yeah.
Barefoot, which was the rational option because I had these, like, hiking boots.
Yeah.
I did not feel like the hiking boots were the play because they were heavy. I feel like my biggest concern was I didn't want to roll my ankle when I land.
Yeah.
Okay? I didn't want to fuck my ankle up.
Yeah.
And you know what would fuck my ankle up? The
What?
Crocs. I also had Crocs. The Crocs 1,000,000% would have fucked my ankle up. So I knew those were off the table. I did not feel the hiking boots. I just I feel like they were heavy. I feel like my best bet was barefoot.
Yeah.
Now, if I had a pair of really tightly what's it called when you tightly tied,
Yeah.
like maybe running shoes or like Converse,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have worn those because they stick to your feet. I just didn't want to roll.
You wanted grip. And
Yeah.
you didn't have and the running the Crocs have zero grip.
Bro, fuck, they were gonna. And they're like a size.
And the
big.
hiking boots aren't the kind of grip for grass. It's more for like rock. And the actual way of the sole.
But
is
the
built.
sole was there's an elevation to the sole, which
Yeah.
I was scared was gonna fuck my landing.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not go back to basic human fucking biology, back
Barefoot.
to how God made us, how
Yeah.
Mother Nature, how we fucking advanced, and what's it called? Evolution put me here with these feet for a reason, bro.
So DZ
Yeah, you know?
goes for the jump, and he's going down, and he lands on his feet.
I landed on my feet.
First off, not good. Don't flex that you landed. That's not good,
Bro,
And
dude, you know why? Have
Yeah.
you ever seen the gymnastics videos?
What?
Where they fling themselves and they do flips and they land like this?
yeah, you were trying to go do that, but then
That's what I was going for.
what happened is DZ lands on his feet briefly for probably
Fucking 0.3 seconds, bro.
nanoseconds.
Yeah.
And then his
More
feet
time
give
than I
out.
thought I would
Yeah.
get married to my ex.
His what the
What? It was 1 nanosecond. I'm just trying to make callback for the
Yeah,
loyals,
oh,
bro.
for the
For the
real
loyals, for the loyals.
yeah, for the loyals. And then he slides out. His feet just completely give
Also,
out.
bro, the grass is wet.
He completely just his
Was
feet
it-
give out. No, like you don't have to justify.
It was not unwet.
It was like the oven. You're preheating the oven.
Because
It's
grass
getting
is slippery,
wet.
bro.
Yeah. So his feet give out, and then he just lands on his tailbone. Like instantly lands.
Yeah. Like it's like.
So hard on his tailbone.
But the thing is, I feel like I had the fucking. I feel like I had it down because if you watch the video, second channel, I land with my knees bent. That's what you're supposed to do. I wasn't stiff.
Yeah.
But my fucking heel slip, and I fucking all my momentum just lands on the fucking back,
Tailbone.
the lower back of mine, and I felt, oh my god, it felt like.
What did that feel like? Yeah.
Okay, so do you ever hitch your elbow, and it makes you lose the entire feeling of your arm, or your funny bone, your funny bone? That's what they call
funny
it.
bone. Yeah.
It's like that. If you added +5 attributes of aching.
Oh.
So I couldn't feel my lower back.
Yeah.
It was staticky.
Yeah.
That static feeling. But then it also ached really bad, like a stomach ache,
Yeah.
ache in your back. And as soon as I fucking hit the ground, I knew I fucked up.
God damn.
Because I start flailing around, going oh. And then I hear you laughing. You're like, oh my god, he did it! Oh my god, he did it! And then I'm telling you, I hit the ground so fucking loud that the roosters or the hens or
No,
whatever.
it was the peacocks.
I don't know what animal makes that noise. They started yelling.
Yeah, it was really bad. And Derek's flailing on the ground. He's going, Nico,
I go, Nico,
fuck.
and then you're like, I go, Nico, fuck, and you're like, oh my god, okay, and then you do this David Dobrik POV when he forces Zane to do dumb stuff when
Yeah,
he's drunk,
yeah.
and you run down exactly like a David Dobrik video.
And Celestia's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, man. Just keep making pizza. And I get down there.
Because you probably thought
Yeah.
it was short term.
I didn't think, the thing is
When you hurt yourself short
Yeah.
term and it's all fine in an hour.
yeah.
That's
I
what you
thought
thought,
that's what it would be.
Yeah.
Also, I'm so fucked up. It's literally the funniest thing ever, bro.
I know. And I'm so fucked up that I know that it's secretly the funniest thing
Yeah.
ever.
And so I get down there, and Derek's in absolute
Oh my
agony,
god.
pain.
When you have to flail your body and hit the ground.
You can't even contain the
Bro,
pain.
genuinely, that shit I don't even know how to describe it. It hurt so fucking bad. For the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It hurt so fucking bad. Like, it was insane. It honestly hurt more. It might be the same level of pain when I was getting a tattoo near my wrist.
Yeah, like, but on your back.
My wrist is like this big, bro. Like, you can wrap fingers around it.
Yeah.
My entire lower back.
That everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like agony.
Yeah.
And what I respect about DZ is he's flaying on the ground. He's like, bro, just get me a beer. Get me a beer, bro.
Yeah, the first thing, like, we're like holding hands, bro. You're like, are you okay? You're okay? Because I've watched the entire VOD. And you're like, do you need anything? Do you need anything? I'm like, oh, I need a beer. I need a beer.
Give me a beer. Give me a beer, bro.
When you get me the beer,
Yeah.
you know when you drink a Corona and then you set it down,
Yeah.
and the beer goes everywhere? I knew that was the second last beer, and I was like, fuck, dude, I'm spilling it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My biggest worry, I spilled the second last beer all over.
Also,
the ground,
I ran
bro.
out of we ran out of space on Derek's phone, so we were recording on his camera.
Yeah.
But he's like, sorry, the audio's bad, guys. Sorry, the audio's bad.
Yeah, because
He's like,
it was all content. When we ran out of footage on my phone, you were like, just delete it. I was like, no. Here's what you're going to fucking do. You're going to go into the house. I have the adapter for the lighting. Put the battery in. The battery's in the side pocket. And then I don't remember how long I was out there. In my head, 30 seconds. Realistically, it
like 30
probably
minutes.
took you like...
No, to get the camera?
To get the camera. Realistically, it probably took you 3 minutes.
Maybe, yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
And you come back out with the camera, and the first thing I say is, sorry, guys, we had to switch to the camera because I ran out of space on my phone.
Dude,
so sorry if the audio is bad.
The thing is like, what I respect is this guy's in immense pain, and he's instructing me on how to attach the mount on the lighting rig to the camera and where the battery is and to clear certain amounts of footage and make sure it's in 4K.
Yeah, and the whole time you're doing that, I'm deleting footage off my phone so I could potentially start recording my phone again if we need to.
And he's laying on the ground outside with dogs running around.
And
him.
there's two wild dogs that they knew what was happening.
They were like, oh my god, he's in pain.
They were like lying down next to me.
They were trying to help you delete the footage, bro.
Yeah, they were
It was
like
crazy.
I was like, oh, should I delete this one? He was like, whoo, like that one. I'm like, damn, bro, Cedar.
I have to get Selesh. It's like bad.
I actually do know how long I lied there for an hour and like a bit.
Outside?
Yeah. And the
Oh my
whole
God.
time from when I jump was 11:30
Yeah.
to when you help me in, when Slash helps me in, I think that's like 12:45 to 1.
Yeah, like it was. You were out there for a good hour.
Dude, the
hour
dude had
15.
enough time to fucking preheat the oven,
Yeah.
make the pizza. Like, I was eating the pizza outside, but preheating the oven, we all know. Everybody that has an oven knows it takes like 20
No,
minutes.
but a farm oven
A farm
to
oven,
450 Fahrenheit, that's going to take a long
and then
ass
the pizza
time.
probably takes like 30 minutes. But
Yeah.
realistically, the fucking crust on it was perfect, so it was probably like 15. It's like, and then when Celeste comes out, he doesn't help me back instantly. I literally couldn't get up for
and
a while.
Selesh is a pretty tall dude. He's like, what, 6'1"?
Yeah.
So Selesh carries him in, and like Selesh, I don't know why, but Selesh just knows so much about like first aid and shit.
Yeah.
So he was like, I need to lay him completely flat on the ground.
Well, no, he first was like, okay, if you cannot feel your spine, we need to like find somebody to take you to the hospital now, because the thing is, there was no service, so we couldn't call 911.
Yeah.
But it's like, I didn't even think about that. In my head, nothing was going on.
You
in
just
my
thought
head.
you were gonna like sleep it off or something.
I didn't think. I
were
just
just in that
I thought it was
pain.
just funny.
Yeah, and I thought
It was pain and funny, but it didn't. Nothing. Like, when I first told my girlfriend, and her parents know, they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, you could have been paralyzed." I never even thought of that. I genuinely never even thought of that. You know, because then Celeste was like, "Okay, can you feel your legs? Move your toes. Like, we need to check if you have feeling in your toes." And it's like, how do you know this, bro?
he just like locked the fucking.
I know.
Yeah, I don't
like,
know how the
would
fuck
you have been able to been like capable enough to be like, okay, if you can't move your toes, you might have been paralyzed?
Maybe, but also like I don't know. It's just the fact that he knows to like lie you flat on the ground is like interesting. And then
Also,
you were like, I'm really cold, and Celestia's like, yeah, that's normal. You're going
like
through
cold,
shock.
you're going through shock. I was
Or I was like, how the fuck
have you
the
been
fuck
through
does he
shock,
just know
bro?
that, you know?
Like, no, he's been through shock. Also, if I didn't feel my toes, I probably would have told you guys as well.
True.
Like,
That's
I'm
true.
good at communicating my needs.
Yeah. Derek Zoo's probably been lying on the ground for like, how long? My bad. For like literally like 2 hours. Right?
We eventually hit a point where I was lying down on the ground in the Airbnb, and it was like 2 hours in.
Yeah.
And I was still like, yo, guys, like, I can't get up.
How long has it been since the jump? 2
2
hours.
hours.
And
So
15?
it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. now. And we're debating whether to take DZ to the hospital or not.
Uh-huh.
We're like thinking, what do we do?
Yeah.
And also, how the fuck do we even get there?
Uh-huh.
We didn't even know what hospital to go to.
Yeah.
You know?
And what pushed? I didn't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm like, realistically, I would have just been like, oh fuck, I don't care. Like it's I'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
What pushed me to go to the hospital was Celeste. Keep in mind, gained my medical trust at this point. Said realistically, you're gonna wake up if you sleep, and it's still gonna feel the same. So we kind of either go to the hospital now or we go later.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck. And then I was like, okay, I'm leaning hospital now.
Yeah.
One more source of information. I go on ChatGPT. I explain the situation to him. And this made me lose respect for Chad a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was fucking fear-mongering the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
He was like, you need to go now. You don't know if they'll be paralyzed. That was insane. You need to go now. And I was like, oh my God. Like, he was like, you could have this disease. You could have this disease. You could die. Say bye to your mom. I was like, how do you even, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like scaring the fuck out
He
of you.
used context clues from my previous chats to know that I only have a mom. You
That's how you know.
fucking piece
Yeah,
of shit.
yeah.
He was like, say goodbye to your mom, and guess what? You'll never achieve your dreams, and
Yeah.
your girlfriend's gonna be so sad. How do you know this about me?
How does he know? And he says, BeerSos sucks, by the way.
Yeah.
How the fuck does he know?
Yeah, like, what, and everyone on the internet's gonna cook you because you're insecure about it because you told me before. What the fuck? What the
So
fuck? What
now,
the fuck?
As the three of us make a collectively an executive decision that we are going to take Derek Zoo to Squamish Medical. Or what was it
Squamish
called?
General Hospital. First of all, well, last of all, but
Yeah.
I'm going to say this now because I got to get it out. The best hospital ever. Everyone there was so accommodating. Everyone there was so, and it's the night shift.
You know why everyone there was so accommodating, bro?
Because there's the first
You
patient
were
in
the
3
only
years.
patient in the hospital.
Who's getting injured in the middle of
That
nowhere.
hospital was smaller than my elementary school.
Yeah.
And that elementary school housed probably 300 kids, bro.
Yeah, but
Not even.
But a night shift at a hospital, you're grumpy a little bit in my head. But they were hella nice.
Yeah.
And we knew it was
So-
about time. I couldn't help pack up everything. You guys did the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we packed up everything. And at this point, after we made the executive decision to go to the hospital, DZ is like wanting to leave. He's like, guys, can we please
well, because
go? Can
Chat
we
was
please
fucking
go?"
telling me to say
Yeah.
goodbye to my mom.
He was like
genuinely.
Chat was calling you a pussy and saying BeerSos sucks.
I know. I was like, I remember at one point when I was lying on the ground and I was like, guys, can we just go now, please?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Because
referencing.
when I was reading, it was literally fear-mongering the fuck out of me, dude.
and we're starting to pack up everything. And the reason why we're packing up everything is Celestiator makes a really good point. He's like, if we go to the hospital, we're not coming back here to get everything. Let's
Yeah.
just pack up everything now
true.
and go.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that we're filming this whole fucking thing, by the way. And you'll see it on the second channel. So we pack up everything. Celeste like has to carry DZ
Down the stairs.
down the
bro.
stairs into the car.
And I'm in the
Yeah.
back seat of the car, lying down.
Yeah.
And there's like the most inconvenient middle seat hump.
Yeah.
That is directly on my lower back, which was the most annoying thing ever.
We have to make a pretty insane call.
Who gonna drive the car? I'm in
Yeah.
the back seat. You guys
DZ
placed me in the back seat
Yeah.
prior to loading things in because I just like.
and keep in mind, this is Derek's car,
Uh-huh.
right? Wish Derek can't drive at this point.
fuck no,
Right?
I couldn't even sit up. I couldn't even sit up.
Our cameraman doesn't have a license to drive.
So
So
the world needed you.
the world needed me. So I need to
when the world needed
Yeah.
a savior the most.
So I need to justify this for a little bit, if that's okay with you guys. Can't call 911. Also,
DZ thinks he's dying now because chat appeared in
DZ
my room, and he's about
thinks
to
he's
cry.
gonna die. In this 2-hour period, I have only drank water, Gator Light, and also pizza, hot dog,
You gotta eat them leftovers before
and
you go.
Doritos.
Yeah, and that soaks it
And it
up.
was 2 hours, and I drank a lot of water. So
And it's Corona, which is like 4.5.
yeah. So we made the call that I would drive DZ to the hospital.
Also,
Thank you.
we are in the middle of fucking nowhere. If you're gonna get into an accident, it's into a tree. Which makes you just dumb as fuck, bro. You could give me 15 drinks, I wouldn't crash into a tree.
Yeah. No way. No way.
Like, come on.
So I am not condoning driving under the influence. Don't do it. But in circumstances like this, we had to make a call where I drove him. And at this point, I'm so locked in. I feel no alcohol.
Also, yeah, you guys-
I would have passed a breathalyzer for sure.
I think breathalyzers aren't based on how drunk or sober you are. They're based on how many drinks is in your breath. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so realistically, there's a guy out there that's 500 pounds that can drink 10 beers and not feel a single thing, but he'd fail a breathalyzer. Even if he wasn't drunk, he's just massive.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not based on how drunk you are necessarily. So you probably fail.
Yeah.
But also, like, you could probably fail 8 hours later after getting drunk.
Exactly. Like, but my whole point is
You're not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
Also,
but
when your friend gets into a medical emergency,
you kind of have to make a fucking call.
no, but you like mentally lock in too.
And even if we could, I'm going to keep justifying this. Even if we could call the ambulance.
they wouldn't let you film in it.
Well, no, that's not
No,
what
no.
I'm saying. Yeah. Big
Guys,
first off, big deal.
They wouldn't let you film in it.
But also, there is no way the ambulance can go through that tiny ass forest to get to the farm. It would have taken an hour and a half to get there.
that's true.
And an hour and a half to get back.
How would
because
we call the
literally,
ambulance, bro?
And how the fuck would we call them? I don't know. That's the thing. You know?
no, we would. The only way you would genuinely need a Starlink,
I would need to, but I would need to DM Elon, bro.
or you would need to DM somebody. On Instagram or post on the BeerSos story. Can
Guys.
someone please call DZ an ambulance?
You know what, maybe I could have done that.
No.
Now I get in DZ's car and
You get in my car,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, the button's on the side. The button's on the side. You can adjust your seat, and then the high beams. You're gonna push back the light button, and it's gonna show blue on the HUD.
Yeah.
It's gonna be blue. Okay.
yeah, and
I gave
you
pretty
gave great,
clear
you gave great
instructions
instructions,
in pain, dude.
So now I start driving his car. By the way, handles fantastically.
Yeah.
Probably best, not probably the best car driving experience I've ever had. It was honestly
High
phenomenal.
beams reliable.
Like DZ is reassuring me. Keep in mind, I'm also scared to drive your car, not because I'm worried I'm gonna crash it, just because like it's your car.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
also 2:30 a.m.
High beams only reach so far when there's
Yeah.
no other lighting. You can only really see like 5 meters ahead of you.
We're
still.
in farmland. Like there is no one near us. It's just pitch black. It is
Yeah.
pitch black. There's no city lights, right? Like if I was just to walk out there, I couldn't see anything around.
It'd be
It'd
fucking
pitch black.
crazy.
Yeah?
We were driving and there's just a guy in the middle of the road.
Just waiting for it. He's just,
It's a girl in a white dress.
I would honestly, I would have to go right through her, bro. She was gonna kill us. She was gonna kill us, bro.
And it's like, girl in a white dress. Are you
That's
kidding
classic.
Me?
That's
like,
classic
With
shit.
my broken back, we could fight. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
might win.
Yeah.
You know?
And while we're driving through this like forest farmland, a deer jumps right in front of the car.
That was crazy.
That scared
That
the
was a
fuck out
movie
of me.
moment that I was like, holy fuck, this is so lit.
at
That
this-
made me
yeah.
think it was lit.
I like dial it back to 40 kilometers.
Yeah.
I'm going slow as fuck.
And then
So it takes us so long to get
And
to the
have you
hospital.
ever also seen those like dirt racing videos where like the guy on the right is like telling you the upcoming turns, like 90 direction, like in 200 meters, 90-degree turn. And you know that video where he's like, Sammy, stop, Sammy. We had a guy like that. Celeste was that guy.
Yeah. So we get to the hospital, like DZ said, small ass hospital.
No,
but
we,
great hospital.
we got to the parking lot.
Oh God.
And
yeah.
the entire ride, I actually had to piss so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to complain about it because I knew you were locking in. So I was locking in, trying not to piss. And as
respect it,
soon
by
as
the way.
you
I respect
fucking
it.
park, which was not hard because there was nobody there.
Yeah.
I get out and I just take a piss in the parking lot.
In the hospital parking.
And they knew.
They did.
They ended up
saw it.
knowing
They saw it.
because they were like, they ended up asking me like, oh, because they need a blood pee sample, and they were like, oh, did you end up making it to a bathroom when you needed to pee? And I was like, wait. Making it to a bathroom.
That's mad specific.
That's mad specific,
That's
bro.
hyper
You
specific.
saw me pee.
And there's like hello windows too. And you just see staff. He's just pissing.
And it's like you're the only, like you're the staff at a night shift at a hospital,
And there's no cars in the
nobody's
parking
there.
lot.
So when a car pulls up, you're like looking, and you see some kid fucking whip out his dick and piss everywhere.
So we get him into the hospital. They do all their hospital nurse shit. And they're like, we're going to have to give him an x-ray, but the guy with the x-ray isn't going to be here.
For 5 hours.
Yeah, for 5 hours. And
we get there at like 3.
3, yeah. And they have to call in the doctor. Like, the doctor's out here. We have to call him. This dude pulls up in, like, DC skater shoes, bro. And at that point, I know we're fucked. I'm like, oh, fuck, bro. So we have to wait for the x-ray guy to come. The hospital is extremely accommodating.
They gave you guys beds.
Yeah, they gave Celeste a bed and me, like, this
Everyone,
amazing chair.
everyone was in the patient bed.
Yeah, everyone was comfortable as fuck.
Well,
I mean,
it wasn't comfortable. Even if my back didn't hurt, I don't.
how long did you actually sleep for? Like an hour, maybe?
I probably slept for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I maybe slept for like 45 minutes. I think Celeste slept even less.
They also fucking
They
slumped
drugged
me.
you the fuck
They
out,
were
yeah.
giving me Tylenol like it was like I've never taken that much Tylenol before. They gave me like 4.
It's like now 8:30 a.m.
Dude,
He
we
gets the
waited
X-ray.
so
Yeah.
fucking long.
He gets the X-ray finally. They get it done. Doctor looks at it, says nothing is.
He says we
wrong
gotta
with him.
send it to another hospital because actually our hospital is so small we can't even fucking read it here.
Yeah.
But with my professional opinion, even though I'm not a radiologist, X-rayist, whatever,
Yeah.
you should be good to go home. And I was like, yeah. And then they were like, do you want more drugs? And I was like, yeah. So I took like a bunch more. Dude,
Yeah.
whoever invented Tylenol,
Goated.
you deserve your wealth.
Goated.
It made me feel great.
And now it's time to go home. And
But
yeah. Yeah?
I was still like in so much pain.
Oh, yeah. No, it was still hurting.
So
But
y'all remember that seat of sky that Nico was complaining about?
I now have to drive on that
Yeah.
off not a lot of sleep.
To 2 hours of sleep.
Not feeling that good.
Yeah.
Driving on the seat of sky in a car. I've never like the thing is I have I have a relationship kind of with my mom's car, which is a
Yeah,
Mazda
yeah,
CX-5,
yeah.
but it's like 15 years old, right?
And like even so, I've driven my car for 3 years now.
Yeah.
When I buy new shoes, I suck at driving in the car for like a week.
Yeah.
Like it is different, man.
I've never driven his car before on a highway I hate, which is just purely curves.
Yeah.
And rate my driving. It wasn't that good, I know that, but rate it,
I wasn't super confident in you at the start.
which is fair.
I
Which
mean,
is
2
really
hours
fair.
of sleep. Like
Yeah.
you're not even allowed to perform surgery. Like you're not
Yeah.
allowed to perform surgery on 2 hours of sleep because you're like the equivalent to like 4 beers in on
Yeah,
2 hours of
I
sleep.
cracked a Monster Energy and just started driving
Yeah.
the car.
But the thing is, I knew you weren't going to crash or anything.
I was not going to crash the fucking
like
car.
10 minutes in, I was like, this motherfucker has it.
Yeah.
Because you were going slow. But
Yeah.
that's fine. You should go slow if you're not confident.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm driving. And we drop Celeste off. I drive DZ back to his, and get him to bed.
And getting
Yeah.
into bed was the best thing.
Yeah.
I've never gotten into bed and that felt that good before.
Mm.
Like, you know when you get home from bed, like drinking and like it's a bender and you
Yeah.
drink for 8 hours and you get into bed? It felt like that times 2
Yeah.
because I just wanted to be home so fucking bad.
Yeah, like because there's too much noise where you can't sleep in a hospital comfortably.
Yeah.
But it just being in the hospital fucking sucks.
And it's not like it feels good. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, my bed is still the most comfiest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I remember I fucking went to bed and I ate that you bought a pack of like Lunchables.
Yeah.
It was the cheese, ham, and cracker Lunchable, and I started shoving it down my throat because that entire time I didn't eat a single thing.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Because I just like didn't have an appetite. Like I was in pain, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like a little bit hungover.
So we tuck DZ in. I make sure he's okay. I get some Tylenol to him. I get some
this
Tylenol
guy goes the save on.
to get some fucking shit.
He buys me like a bunch of like frozen food that I don't have to cook. I can just microwave. I got Tylenol, and I went through all the frozen food. Actually, 2 days in, I started healing really fast.
Yeah.
So like 2 days in, I could get out of bed, not comfortably, but I could like I started doing dishes 2 days in. Like we got home Friday night. I started doing dishes on Sunday.
This was like literally a week and a half ago, and like DZ isn't fully recovered.
Oh, I'm not gonna be fully recovered. He said for like 6 more weeks.
Yeah. So basically, the doctor said what?
He called me a week later,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh no," because if the hospital's calling you, your MSP is either canceled, which I'm like 99% sure that wasn't it, but like you never know. Because I haven't renewed my care card, but I am a Canadian citizen.
Yeah.
I don't renew my care card because my Chinese name is like it's all fucked. Like the documents are all fucked. I'm not illegal. Stop. Or they call you because an update has happened. They don't just call you to check in.
They don't call you to
no,
be like, hey
fuck.
man, how
you
doing?
doing, bro?
You trying to play billiards later?
Yo, actually, I wanted to know your second channel name. Oh, Derek and Nico. Check
Wait,
it out.
new matcha video.
So like, oh shit. I was hella anxious.
Yeah.
I was like actually anxious. I was like, oh fuck. Because at this point when he called me, my healing has stagnated for like the past 3 days. I healed really fast for the first 3 days, and then the last 3 days, nothing changed. And like I was like, huh. You know, I thought I would be good within a week.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be good by your birthday party. And he calls me and he tells me, congratulations. You fractured your back. Officially.
So DZ fractured his fucking
I fractured
back.
a part of my vertebrae.
Yeah.
For content. So I don't want to hear. I don't ever
Yeah.
in my entire life. Nobody's ever said this, but I never want to hear. Wow, you guys aren't like you guys don't even try. The effort of your videos is low. Okay.
We be putting in the work.
Because I'm willing to fucking do it again too, and that's the fucking. I'm gonna do it again next year. I swear to God, I'm
the
gonna do it again
whole
next year.
time, DZ was like, "Guys, I could have done that jump if I did it differently."
I still think that if I learned how to roll, I would be fine.
So you genuinely think if you did the jump again, you'd be okay?
If I learn how to roll, yeah.
Yeah.
You could roll that easily. Well, I need to learn how to roll, and then it would be easy.
I think we go to Origins Parkour.
If somebody parkour expert teaches me how to roll off of a fucking jump,
Yeah.
I can roll that. I just didn't know where to put my momentum, so it felt I went backwards.
And I love how the nurses, when we told them,
Bro, Celeste is so funny for this. He walks me in. I'm like holding him like this. I'm like, fuck, I'm putting all my like weight on him. He says this because he's not trying to like rat me out because it's embarrassing. He goes, so we were at an Airbnb up at a farm, and he he took a little fall off the balcony. It was about 2 stories. I guess we could say the railings were a bit iffy, a bit. They were a bit they needed work. They needed maintenance.
dude, I need to give MVP of the whole the whole night to Celeste.
Dude,
bro.
they knew.
This guy was clutching the
Yep.
fuck up, carrying you, knowing medical shit. Celeste, if you're watching, you are the GOAT for doing that shit, bro.
But
oh my
the people, they knew. The nurses knew. The doctor knew. Because every time anybody knew where to help me, because like 4 or 5 people helped me throughout the night.
Yeah.
They'd be like, so you took a fall, huh? Bro, they knew. Because
They knew it
also,
was bullshit,
when they
gang.
give you medicine, they have to ask you, like, so have you drank alcohol, done drugs? We just need to know. Like, it's totally fine if you have. And I'm like, I had like 7, 8 beers.
He's not he's unexaggerating.
It was more.
It was more than that.
But I didn't want to say like the amount
Yeah.
because I didn't want them to like. I was embarrassed, bro, because the railings on the balcony or the what do we call
The
it?
railings on the deck were
The
iffy.
deck were he was like the railings on the deck, they were inadequate. And I had 9 beers, and I'm literally trying to talk to the doctor about basketball. They knew I was fucking doing dumb shit. And no, until I started, we were filming a video. They knew we were filming a video.
If you didn't say that, it would have been fine.
Because then,
bro.
actually, after I got discharged, the guy was, remember, the doctor was like, hope you got the shot.
Yeah, that's actually, dude. They knew.
They knew.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, that is the story of how DZ ended up in the hospital and ended up fracturing his back. How do you feel right now?
I can't run. I like running.
Mm-hmm.
I literally can't run. Like there's like a sharp pain when I run. It's not super bad. I would say it's like a 3 out of 10 on the pain scale.
But it's still like,
it's
don't
like, I'm
run
not gonna
if
run.
it hurts.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't push it.
I can't pick things up with my back. I need to use my legs still. Getting out the car, my car's pretty low to the ground. I gotta like use my legs. I've been using my legs a lot more.
Yeah.
To like push myself up or bend down. I'm using my legs most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like a crippling thing. It just makes me slower. But like I also can't run.
So moral of the
can't
story.
run.
What is the moral of the story?
The moral of the story
is DZ is the most content-driven individual I've ever
The moral of
met.
the story is I don't fucking regret it at all because at the end of the day, my fracture of like 7 weeks, this is bad, right?
Yeah.
Is authentic towards me. I am happy I did it because I'm proud of myself for doing that.
Well, okay.
Because I did it to chase a dream.
What was the dream, bro?
Fucking views. What do you dream about?
And here's the thing. That night was fucked up. In the moment, was not having a good time. But in the back of my head, I knew, damn, this is going to be one of the coolest things ever fucking happened.
So, kids, the moral of the story is
that's how I made your mother.
Chase stories and memories.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I'll like it. Just fucking do it. Worst case scenario, you don't like it and you're hurt for a little bit.
Yeah. And you know what memory you guys should chase right now? It's spending 20 to 30 more minutes with us on the Patreon, $5 USD
Will I make a
per
prank
month.
call? Will I not? You never know.
Should we? Yeah, the last time I made a prank call was in high school.
Dude, I used to prank call a bunch of people with them.
Gabagoo. Are you serious?
You know, me. This is so random.
Yeah.
Okay, so the girl that the camping story girl with the dick
with
cheese,
the dick cheese.
We used to go on Skype, like in grade 9, and on Skype. Okay, yo, if you're tapped into this method, you're a fucking like loser. Probably, I was a loser.
Yeah.
But you used to be able to spend like $5 a month, and you could call any phone number with your Skype account, and it would have your entire like phone number. Like you wouldn't have to put a phone number, so it was completely anonymous.
Yeah.
You could call anyone, and you could call international and everything. So we would like call, and you could get everyone in the Skype call to talk to them. You could add phone numbers to a Skype group chat, and like everyone could talk. So me and her, we would just like, and like a couple other people. Like I remember on Christmas, in grade 9, we prank called like a bunch of McDonald's.
Bro, I knew you. Why was I not invited?
'Cause you weren't cool, bro.
And that's the fucking truth.
BeerSos.